All right, beloved. So, truthfully, it's not important to ask any questions. What's really important is to sit with this experience. You know, as 2011 is percolating and moving forward, there is a lot of dispense of information taking place on all levels. Whether you're walking down the street, whether you're sitting in this august group gathered, listening to the other channels and the channel that you are in these moments, whatever or wherever you find yourself, it's truly not even about the question. What really is taking place is how you're embracing answers amongst all of you. It's not a joke. There's a lot of catalytic vibrational frequencies out there as that which would be labeled as Atlantis, and all the ancient ones are coming back to the surface, making their rounds for the culmination, not because of 2012, but because of the binary activity of the planet and also of your species. There's a clock happening inside that's coming to the surface and catalyzing all and everything. Whatever if it's your species or any species, as you can tell in the activities that have gone on in recent days, of how all species are having an affect and effect with each other. So, I appreciate your lack of questions. Are you still there?
We're still here.
You sound like you're small people talking in a very large tunnel. I know you're just trying to trick me. You're all in a state of consciousness and channeling. Now you sound like you're at the back row, beloved. Come on, move forward. All right, beloveds. So it seems like our technological exploration here is coming to a close. Is there any specific information or question that can be offered? For I am, as always, available for your question and to proffer said information in a way that could dazzle your mind and upset your ego.
My question is about emotion coming up.
Your question is about emotion coming up.
Yeah.
Trying to use this technology, your emotion will soon get up. All right. Go ahead, I'm listening.
How do we respond to that emotion or not?
So if I heard you correctly, beloved, you said, how do we respond to that emotion?
Yes. Like,
No,
emotion.
I got it. I'm not human like you, but truthfully, you're not human either. You play through this embodiment, this physical construct, yet your consciousness playing in a physical forum. When last I was speaking in Texas physically, not just sort of virtually in this moment, I was speaking about minds think and bodies feel. Emotions are a chemical exchange that happens in the body between body and mind. So, truthfully, what you're really asking from the seat that I sit in is not how do I respond to the emotions, but how do I embrace them? How do I carry them along when it feels like they're running my reality or ruling my life that day? Would that be a suitable question? To ask a question within a question? Are you following what I'm saying?
Yes.
So the answer then, as the emotions come up, it's not to do anything. Sure, it's not simple to have an emotion come up where it's not even part and parcel of your thinking process. Maybe you're feeling generically, something outside of you. Maybe it's not an internal process at all. That's one emotion pathway. There's plenty of others. Bottom line, instead of having to do something with your emotions, allow them to be. Now, if you're at work, if you've got your children, if you've got your beloved, whatever experience you're in, it may not be quote-unquote appropriate to have an emotional reaction. Okay? So instead of trying to, like I said, just be with your emotion. Most human beings don't feel their emotions. They think about them. You think about being in love. You think about the pain. If you really feel the pain, you're a little ball on the ground, emoting or having catharsis. If you have love, if you feel love, usually you're speechless. Trying to think about it takes it away from feeling it. So, the short story then would be simply, just feel it. If you're angry, you're such a civilized group of consciousness, living in an uncivilized time. Do yourselves a favor. Just simply embrace what you feel. Honor what you feel. If you're angry, be angry. It may not be appropriate to be angry where you are, so excuse yourself for a moment. And just, for a few moments. Did that come across okay? It could have just looked like a real blur, I'm sure. So, that's what I would say about respecting your process. Beloveds, I was speaking to another this day earlier, and I would simply remind you, you're going to be feeling a lot that has no catalyst so that your ego mind can track it, to understand it, to box it. Nothing. Ain't gonna work. So the only way to get through this period of time is to feel. And if you feel blissful, if you feel pain, whatever you're feeling, just feel it. Be an animal. I didn't say act like an animal. I said be an animal. And there you have it. You still there?
Still here.
I know you fell over. All right. Okay, beloved. So, more than an answer to your question, may it be a revealing for you, sort of a meditation, so that you don't get caught up in trying to understand what you feel. Understanding what you feel might be great for doctors, therapists, psychologists, psychiatrists, but what about you who feels it? Understanding it. How about accepting it? How about just feeling it? Not simple. Breathe. Is it time for me to go? I don't want to overspeak out there. heard that very lowly. What did you say?
Do you have anything else you'd like to speak about?
Do I have any? Oh, I recognize that sound. Is that is that the one called Shannon?
Sure.
Good to be in your essence and presence, soul. Have you been letting that old scallywag speak through?
Every chance you get.
Yes, absolutely. May it keep changing your reality unto forever. All right, so all I would simply say in these moments is, breathe deep, souls. For indeed these are the days and these are the times. Neither to get it, neither to do something to shift or change it, but simply to allow yourself to be. As I was saying earlier, I was speaking to a soul about love, about loving itself. From an early age, for hundreds of years, you as a species, especially the civilized religiosity of you, love one another, love the other. It's appropriate. And then all of a sudden, things are shifted where you're being shown that you are the other. There is no other. There can be only one. So, ends up to be a little bit of a hysterical confusion for the brain. Like that. Finally, it is to love the self. For truthfully, there is only one self. One self looking through all eyes. It doesn't look that way. It doesn't feel that way. But that's the truth. You are all in this together. So, love the self. And then, you'll see the self and all of its magic reflecting in all things. Blessings upon your souls, beloved. A pleasure to be with the one called Shannon, the one called Matthew, the one called Joy, and all of you august souls gathered together. May the bliss of this day continue, and the information you receive, may it excite you to find another way to share what you are. Blessings upon your souls. Bye for now. All right? Bye. Yes.